Welcome back, y'all, to another YouTube video. Today, we're going to be starting on the turbo build by ripping apart the car. So let's get to it. Let me do a little backstory first. Basically, all that we're going to do on the car is take the front bumper off, just basically get everything ready. I'm not going to get too much done today because it's a Sunday. I guess other things to do. So we're going to start with the front bumper. We're going to take off the stock air box. We're just going to start getting things ready. So this is going to be part one of the entire series. It might take a couple weeks, might take a couple months, but it's coming. Don't worry, guys. All right, guys, so we just have to take off the front bumper. It's quite easy. There's just a couple nuts right here, 10mm nuts. I got to take this tray off first. It's kind of a nightmare because when you try to slide this off, this piece for the hood gets stuck. So that's quite a nightmare to get. So there's just this one. There's one under here. There's one under here. There's a couple of those little plastic rivets on the bottom. And then I zip tied this corner in. So you can see it's a little bit loose. So I'll just cut the zip tie and I'll do the same thing on the other side. So let me prop you guys up and then I can show you guys. Also, guys, can we admire my Harbor Freight Icon ratchet I got here? 24 karat gold. It's not real. Obviously, it says plated right there. And I just got my 10mm right here. All different colors. I don't know. Maybe I'll show you guys here. Let me see. Let me see if I can get this out. You see all my colors. They're all color coordinated, so I know it by color. Everyone doesn't like Harbor Freight, but you know what? I don't really give a shit, to be honest. Let's start taking the bumper off. All right, cool. You guys just saw me take off the front bumper. It's not hard, not hard at all. Took me what, 6 minutes, 7 minutes? It's hard to explain because I told you guys I was gonna show you guys how to take the front bumper off, but I completely forgot. I didn't have a lot of the screws back and a lot of it was just zip ties because when I wrapped it, I just tried to throw the front bumper on as quickly as possible because it was summertime and I wanted to drive the car. But yeah, I really only had a couple. So really, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and then don't forget you have 2 under here, under this fender, and then under this fender. They're a little difficult to get, and then right on the bottom you have 1, 2, 3, and then everything basically just slides off. It's super simple. It's not anything hard. Also, the other thing I want to explain to you guys too, when you have all these screws and all these bolts and all these nuts, as you can see in my hand, you got to put them somewhere. Don't just be the idiot that throws it in a container and you'll never be able to figure out which is which. So what I like to do is just take a Ziploc bag with the little white part here so you can write on it. I just wrote front bumper bolts. Just put them straight in, put them in the bag. There you go. Now you guys know. So when you guys actually put things back together, you're like, oh, I could just grab the front bumper bolts and you know everything. Pretty simple, easy. Most people forget that step and they throw things and they leave things all over their counter and they don't know where it goes and then it becomes a nightmare when you try to put the car back together. I want to show you guys the worst part about taking this air box off with the air mass sensor. You could see, I don't know if it's going to focus, but you could see that little clip in there. You basically got to pull those tabs on each side and pull this clip that comes out. So it's a super pain in the ass. I really hope I don't break this because I don't want to break this mass air sensor again. I broke it previously a couple years ago when I was learning to drive. I broke the needle inside of here because there's a needle that goes like this and hits a bunch of little ticks. And I broke that needle off. So I don't want to break this off. So wish me luck. We got the air box off. Wasn't that difficult. The only difficult part was trying to get this. I don't know if you guys can see this little clip. It was basically wrapped around this part. and it just wouldn't come out. So I'm not going to show you guys that footage because it's literally just me screaming at the camera and being pissed off that I couldn't get this little tiny clip off, because I don't want to break this, because, you know, you could reuse it for something, and I really don't want to have to, I don't want to break it, because it's not, try not to break it, because the air mass sensors, they're not cheap. They're like 250 bucks. So, all right, let's get on to the next step. As you guys can see, I have a lot of space. That surface rust is really, really bothering me now that this is out, and you could see it. Like, look at the difference between this and this. I know this is just surface rust, so I might end up just scraping it off like I did over here. Maybe throwing some paint on it, because that's pretty bad. But yeah, I've never taken this air box off. Some leaves under here. I don't know what this is from. This is just randomly underneath there, but okay. Now we have all this space. Now I'm gonna take off this pipe. Take this pipe off. I don't want to take this coolant pipe off just yet because I don't have a bucket. I do have a bucket, but I don't want to use it for the coolant. So we're just going to continue working on this side. For right now, where did I put that? Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. The mass airflow sensor. We're going to have to figure out what to do with this. I don't know if I could disconnect it or kind of just leave it rolled up, because we're not going to need it once we run the Megasquirt ECU. I also wanted to mention to you guys too that we are keeping the power steering. I'm not taking the power steering out of this car because there's really no reason to take the power steering out of this car. It's got a perfectly good power steering pump, and let me show you where that is right now. All right, guys, so the power steering pump is right here. Most people I deleted the AC down there. You can't see it because of this pipe. But the power steering pump, I'm gonna keep it. I know it gets in the way because of this, where the turbo manifold is, but I bought the correct kit to make sure that it works. The correct intercooler pipe that comes like this and then goes straight down through this hole. It's gonna make more sense when I start assembling everything, but really the next step on this side is taking this off, besides taking this little tube off. But yeah, I'm not gonna do this one today, but we're gonna do the simple and easy stuff, so I'll show you guys that. I also just want to clarify, this is not like the exact right steps. This is just how I like to do it. I like to take it step by step on the way I like to do it. Some people do it differently. Some people don't even want to take the front bumper off before we even start turboing the car, but I kind of want to mock up the intercooler. I want to see how the piping fits. I want to see if I have to make any brackets, because they did say it bolts straight up, but I just want to make sure 100%. So I'm starting slow, just taking everything apart, and then I can see how stuff starts to fit and all that. I just realized, guys, this is gonna be a hard step too. I gotta take all these hose clamps off. Look how many hose clamps. Why is there even an, oh, wow, that popped off of there. I never noticed that. That would have been really bad. Okay, because that pulls vacuum. You gotta take this off. There might be a little hose down there connected to this down in here. I'm not really sure. It's been a long time, but see, we have another one of these clips. I don't know if you guys can see with that thing I was trying to take off before, that little wire band. So this is gonna be annoying. So I'm gonna set you guys up for a time lapse because it's gonna take me forever to take this apart. All right, guys, very simple. Just took it off. It wasn't as simple as I expected it to be. It kind of got stuck on the sensor when I was trying to pull it out, but thank gosh that they had a little piece that I could take the two pieces off at the same time, because it was really, really, really annoying. But yeah, that was it. So pretty much, that's really what I wanted to get done for today. I didn't really want to do that much because it's a Sunday and I have some family plans that I have to attend to, but yeah. I really appreciate for you guys watching this video. So remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week, because I usually post on Saturdays and Sundays, but I'm going to try to post now on Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. So get ready and get tuned for that.